I want to work on another journal today, and again, I will be using an old book cover, and I went ahead a couple of steps. I took, of course, all the papers out. I also added a sturdy piece of cardboard to strengthen the spine, and I went ahead and cut the end paper here in the front so I can cover up the spine. Now, I often work this way to prepare a book for new papers and whatever else I might want to add to it. Now, these end pages have actually a design which is very rare. Most books have just a plain colored paper. So instead of cutting the other side of the end paper, I ripped it for a bit of a different look, as I am planning to just keep these end papers rather than covering the inside of the book like I often do. It is important at this point to make sure that the paper has plenty of room for the book to open and close properly. So by adding Mod Podge to my Tacky glue, it softens the paper a bit and makes it easier to mold into the spine creases. Now, while the cover dries, I prepare a very simple piece of cotton fabric, which I ripped to size by adding white gesso. This will stiffen the fabric and will also get it ready to receive lots of paint and whatever else I want to put on it. Now, while that dries, I add a little bit of white gesso with my brayer to the inside of the cover. As I don't want to keep the paper just the way it is, I want to give it a bit of a different touch. Now, that was a rather long introduction, at least for me, but I think I covered some of the important things. Now, from here on, my process is going to be very easy to follow. So, like always, I will put all the mediums I will be using in the captions. I let you listen to some music, and I will talk to you towards the end. Enjoy. Now here's my completed journal, and it needed only a simple decoration on the front to complement the very colorful cover, and the frames I think fit quite nicely. Here on the spine you can see the beads I used to thread my elastic band through, so I could create a very simple binding which holds my paper securely but lets them come out and therefore be interchangeable. So here in the front is the pocket. I added two very pretty colorful playing cards just for fun. Now, by keeping the original end paper, I of course also preserved the original cover color on the edges, and I quite like it because it complements the rest of the book. I also like that the fabric was ripped a little bit too big so you can see the fray edges. So here are my signatures. I again used vintage ledger paper, onion paper, writing paper. All these papers I find secondhand, and they're all naturally aged. They're all great for artwork, for tracing, for listing and writing, but of course can all be replaced. So I hope you enjoyed watching me turn an old book into something new and useful. I hope you come and see me soon again, and bye bye for now.